we're taking you off the beaten path to places most travelers never see. This itinerary is designed to take road warriors on a whirlwind journey, not just around Iceland's iconic Rain Road, but also with detours deep into the remote, vast highlands and the jaw-dropping cliffs of the West Fjords, showcasing the absolute best of what this country has to offer. To make it as seamless as possible, I've included estimated drive times for each leg of the journey. Whether you're a road warrior at heart or just looking to maximize your trip, this itinerary has you covered. Day 6 is a bit of a road trip, but the drive itself is part of the magic. As we head east, you'll follow the stunning coastline of Iceland's East Fjords. This region is remote, peaceful, and offers a chance to really soak in Iceland's natural beauty while letting your four wheels do the work. It's time to visit one of Iceland's hidden gems, 𝗿𝗏𝗃 Canyon. Known for its towering basalt columns and vibrant turquoise water, this canyon feels like it belongs in a fantasy movie. It's a short hike to reach the most breathtaking views where the basalt formations rise up like a cathedral out of the water. And just a short walk back from the canyon to the parking lot is 𝗿𝗏𝗃. So if you were too excited to get to the canyon, enjoy this waterfall on the way back. It's smaller but an equally stunning waterfall surrounded by those iconic basalt formations. After the long drive, there's no better way to unwind than to soak at the 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗍. These floating geothermal pools are nestled in a serene lake, offering a one-of-a-kind experience to relax, breathe in the fresh mountain air, and let the warm water soothe every muscle. And if you're up for it, do a little contrast and dive into the cold lake after getting enough of the heat. Whether you're floating in the pools or sipping a locally sourced herbal tea in the lounge, this stop is pure bliss. After a full day of scenic drives, relaxing soaks, and exploring East Island's hidden treasures, we'll end the day in Egilsstaðir. This charming town is your base for the night and the perfect place to recharge for tomorrow's adventures. Day 7 begins at the tranquil Myvatn nature baths, a quieter and more serene alternative to the Blue Lagoon. Surrounded by volcanic landscapes, these geothermal pools are the perfect way to ease into the day. Let the mineral-rich waters rejuvenate you while taking in the incredible views of the Myvatn region. Along the way, don't miss a stop at 𝗂𝗏𝗃, a farm-to-table gen located in this region. Here you'll enjoy dishes made from locally sourced ingredients like Arctic char and lamb, all while dining in a cozy space attached to a working farm. From Myvatn, it's a short drive to Húsavík, the whale-watching capital of Iceland. This charming harbor town is the perfect place to board a boat and head out to the sea in search for these majestic creatures. Whether it's humpbacks, minke whales, or even the occasional blue whale, seeing them up close is an unforgettable experience. On the way to 𝗿𝗂𝗶𝗃, we'll make a stop at 𝗂𝗏𝗃, the waterfall of the gods. This breathtaking horseshoe-shaped cascade has deep historical significance. It's said to be the place where Iceland's shift to Christianity was symbolized by throwing pagan idols into the falls. Standing here, you can feel the power of that history that flows through this incredible spot. Our day ends in 𝗿𝗂𝗃, a vibrant city and the gateway to Iceland's north. Whether you take a stroll through its charming streets, visit the iconic church, or simply relax after a full day of adventure with a coffee and some souvenir shopping, 𝗿𝗂𝗃 offers a perfect blend of culture and comfort to wrap up your day. Day 8 begins very early because we've got a big goal today, crossing northern Iceland and reaching the top of the West Fjords. This is the longest driving day of the itinerary and where your road warrior really kicks in. And it's actually one of my favorite parts of the trip. I love road trips. The West Fjords are some of the most remote and untouched parts of Iceland. And it's a part most tourists miss because it's way out of the way, but it's so worth it. The drive gives you plenty of time to take it all in. With every twist and turn, the landscape seemed to change, from towering cliffs to endless open skies and random pop-up cafes of waffles and coffee that make the long drive all the more worth it. This day is a chance to slow down, just enjoy the journey, and stop wherever the view inspires you and let Iceland work its magic. Your first major stop is 𝗂𝗏𝗄𝗏, the largest town in the West Fjords and a hub for adventure. Take a short break to explore its colorful streets, grab a lunch at a local cafe, and breathe in the crisp Arctic air. From here, the drive becomes even more dramatic because you're going to reach the highlight of the day, Dynjandi Waterfall, one of the crown jewels of the West Fjords. This isn't just a waterfall. It's a series of cascading tiers that grow larger and more dramatic as you hike to the base. The sound of the rushing water, the sheer size of the falls, and the surrounding fjord views make this truly unforgettable and absolutely worth the drive time today. I told you this itinerary was aggressive, but it's so worth it. After a full day of driving, exploring, and taking in some of Iceland's most epic scenery, we'll arrive in 𝗏𝗃𝗃 for the night. Today was about the journey as much as the destination. Day 9 begins at the Látrabjarg Cliffs, one of the most breathtaking spots in all of Iceland. These towering cliffs are not only a birdwatcher's paradise, but also the westernmost point in Europe. During the summer, you'll see puffins, razorbills, and all different types of other birds nesting here, creating this unforgettable display of birds that, for the most part, are only here for a few months out of the year. After you enjoy them, take a stroll along the edge and soak in the panoramic views. From Látrabjarg, we head to the ferry for a scenic journey across 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗄𝗏. This isn't just a way to travel, it's an experience in itself. Keep your eyes on the water. You might spot seals, seabirds, or even dolphins as you cross to 𝗁𝗁𝗄𝗏. Once you arrive here, walk along the quaint harbor. Visit a local museum or simply wander the colorful streets. I love this little town because it has such a quiet charm that makes it the perfect place to unwind after a day of travel. Enjoy the relaxed pace of this beautiful town and get ready for the adventures that await tomorrow. Day 10, Snæfellsnes Peninsula. Day 10 begins the right way with a perfectly brewed cup of coffee at 𝗿𝗏𝗶𝗵, a family-owned gem tucked away on the Snæfellsnes Peninsula with beans sourced directly from small farms in Colombia. The owner takes great pride in brewing the perfect cup, and once it's in your hand, head downstairs and grab a cozy seat to enjoy before setting out on the next adventure. First stop, 𝗁𝗄𝗏 Mountain, the most photographed peak in Iceland. Its striking shape, paired with the nearby waterfall, makes it an absolute must-see. Take your time to capture your version of the perfect shot, or just take in the sheer beauty of this iconic landmark. Next, we're heading to 𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗃, a beach that offers something totally unique. It's literally called Seal Beach. It's easy to miss if you don't know about it, but it's one of those surprise detours you'll be so glad you made. Unlike Iceland's black sand beaches, this golden stretch of coast is a haven for these playful creatures. You'll often find them lounging on the rocks or swimming in the shallow waters, and it's just this perfect mix of wildlife and serenity. From here, it's time to head back to Reykjavik. This drive takes you through the rugged beauty of the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, with plenty of places to stop and soak in the views and think about how overflowed your bucket is on the magic of Iceland right now. Reykjavik is the perfect place to wrap up an incredible day of adventure, and it closes the loop, ending your journey where you began. But we still have a little more adventure left. Before you head home, you have time to stroll the streets and shop for any final souvenirs and take a piece of this adventure back with you. Day 11 is all about slowing down and soaking it all in, literally. Start your morning at Blue Lagoon, Iceland's most iconic geothermal spa. I mean, come on, you can't have an Iceland itinerary without stopping here. The mineral-rich, milky blue waters are as relaxing as they are famous. Whether you're floating in the warm lagoon, indulging in a silica mud mask, or simply enjoying the otherworldly landscapes, this is a perfect way to reflect on your epic journey through Iceland. After your soak, it's time to explore one of Iceland's most dynamic landscapes, the lava fields near 𝗿𝗏𝗿𝗏, the site of recent volcanic eruptions. Now, while I normally love to hike in the morning, I'm suggesting this order so you can be at the Blue Lagoon at its quietest hours when it first opens. When you get to these lava fields, these freshly formed terrains are unlike anything else you've seen on this trip. Walk along the trails where the earth is still raw and steaming in places, and marvel at how the lava fields literally descend down into the valley. This is where you literally get to see Iceland continuing to evolve right before your very eyes, and it's a perfect way to end this trip. After exploring the lava fields, your day will end in 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃. As you settle in for the night, take a moment to reflect on everything you've seen and experienced over the past 11 days. This journey's been nothing short of extraordinary. And tomorrow it's time to take those memories home, and I have one more very important tip for you. With your adventures behind you, spend your final moments in Iceland, however it feels right. If you're heading back or flying over North America, grab a window seat on the right side of the plane, because on a clear day, you'll get incredible views of Greenland's glaciers, a final glimpse of the Arctic landscapes that have made this journey so unforgettable. From the dramatic landscapes of the Ring Road to the untouched beauty of the West Fjords and the raw power of the Icelandic Highlands, this 12-day adventure has been nothing short of epic. Iceland is one of those places that leaves a mark on you. I designed this trip to be more than just the sights. I designed it so you can truly experience the magic of Iceland. If this episode has you ready to pack your bags, I've included links to all my other Iceland videos and other helpful resources to help you plan your adventure. You'll also find links to downloadable resources like packing guides and even tips for booking the best tours and accommodations. Iceland can feel overwhelming to plan, but I've got you covered with everything you need to make it seamless and unforgettable. It's my hope for you that this episode inspires you to explore more, see more, and experience the incredible beauty of this world. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to explore this for more epic adventures. And if you have any questions about planning your trip to Iceland, drop them in the comments. I'd love to help you out. Until next time, happy travels, my friend, and I'll see you out there. Hey, thanks so much for watching today's episode. Take a second and like this video, then subscribe to Explore This so you can get notified on when the next episodes come out, where we're going to be seeking adventure, tasting the world, and discovering everything. So excited to have you with me. I'm your host, Jenna Hanna, and I will see you next time.